Okay, back at the forge.
That reminds me.
Anyways, what did I say? Change equipment, set decorations. Kinsex. Alright, so as you can see, I have a giant beetle on my right arm. These are specifically for the Kinsect glaive, or insect glaive, I think. It's the weapon type I have equipped currently. Paired with the glaive, which are cool enough, you get these giant bugs that you can basically level up and grow into different breeds of bugs that have different elements, ailments, attack powers, etc. I currently have just two. I've got Carnage Beetle 1, which is a blunt poison type, and Rigaprane 3, which is a Sepper Paralysis. However, you can add elements on top of ailments, which is a whole other topic, but elements cover certain damage types, ailments cover others. You can add, with resources, various damage types to your beetles. So your beetles, or your bugs, your insects, so they can have an element and an ailment. I haven't used it too much, so I'm not going to do it right now, because I don't exactly know how it works, but to get, you start out with 2 Kinsects, and you buy one of the basic ones, a Sever or a Blunt, and then you can level them up. So, like for this guy, you can, I've got him here, but he started here, and I could have gone all the way to this one, and they level up as you get higher level, to this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of different, and they all come with different dust effects, attack types, elements, power, speed, etc. But I base mine on looks most of the time. But yeah, they're all very cool. I like them a lot. I already did the... Oh yeah, you can forge Palico equipment. There's full armor sets, which will change the complete look of yours. Right now, the only one I have unlocked is, or to even look at, is the Watcher. This is a crossover event from Horizon. But most of the time, you'll be using standard equipment, and you can, as you can see, I got low rank and high rank stuff, which I just recently got to, and it's all, every monster you hunt will have a specific armor set for your Palico. Sometimes there's Palico armor sets that have nothing to do with a monster. Oh, and this is a new one I just unlocked for fighting a legendary unicorn dragon called a Kirin. Upgrade equipment is fairly easy. You take armor and you unlock armor spheres as you quest. As you can see, I have tons of armor spheres, and based on the quality of the armor sphere, like for instance, this one will upgrade at 2,000 points. That's a ton, and it'll immediately go to max. No, I'm not going to do that, but that's what they're for. I would not use armor spheres until you start making high rank gear. It's really no point in using it on low rank gear. Forge equipment, fairly easy. You go to weapons, you choose your weapon type. We're not going to go into all the weapons. That's for another time, and also you can just experiment with them, because the game, when you create a character and once you start and get to the town, you have one weapon of each type. So, to start with, and then there's armor. I got low rank and high rank. I just got to high rank, like I said, so I don't own a lot of high rank stuff, but and that's not even all of them. With my other character, I have even more high rank stuff. But yeah, so low rank, it gets you through low rank, and then you want to start crafting these for high rank. And high rank, every monster comes with 2 types, alpha and beta. Alpha always have more skills on the right with less gem slots, and then beta always has less skills but more gem slots, which allow you to modify your skills with the decorations seen here. Okay. You can also form armor charms. These are these necklaces that give you various buffs. you have to craft with resources. Um, each one does certain things, and pretty much anything you're looking for in the game, there's a charm for it, and you can level them up a few times. Some of them. Layered armor, it's just basically transmogrification. You could make your character, say I was wearing a full set of different armor, I could make my character look like this, or this, or this, you know, whatever. Pendants are those dangly things I was telling you about. I own other ones. They're just cosmetic. They don't really do anything at all. And yeah, so let's go over to the kitchen, the restaurant, I don't know. This is where, and she also allows you, like, she's very important to the story, but she's a quest giver, but she also is basically a quest board herself. She allows you to access all your quests here. She also allows you to choose to go on an online session or join some other quest, which you can do if you're sharing a server with somebody, or respond to an SOS, which is just anyone online playing at the time. So here I'll click search for SOS flares. There's all kinds of quests to join. People are always needing help. It actually gives you extra rewards when you go help somebody. Yep. Oh, the canteen, that's what it's called. This place is beautiful. I love it. It's, I mean, just, yeah, you could look at yourself. This guy right here, the muscular chef, he's the head chef guy. He gives you mini quests throughout the game to unlock food ingredients and meals for this canteen. He's the biggest palico I've ever seen. That's what the cat people are called, palicos, at least the ones that are part of the human Wyverian community. You come here to eat food, pay with points or money, and different meals give you different buffs. On top of the health and stamina, it also gives you different status effects and different skills. As far as the health and stamina buffs go, while plus 50 looks enticing, it's not always the best thing you want to do, because you can just eat a max potion or a steak in the hunt to do that, and what you're really looking for are the status effects and the food skills. That's what will help you the most. And then there's technically, you can craft your own meal if you want to. I've never really done that. I don't know a lot of people who do. Vouchers basically make it so that all the oh yeah, you should see. Some of the effects have a low chance of activating. There you go. Activation chance is 1 star versus 3 star, 1 star. Well, vouchers and gourmet vouchers make the chance higher. Oven roast is just an extra thing. You can, all the stuff, well, a lot of stuff that you can get throughout hunting and gathering, you can oven roast, and it'll just turn one item into a bunch of other items that are a little bit more valuable than the item that you're turning in. Fiber bro, hey buddy. Let's see. Let's go to the gathering hub, which is right up here. This is where you can actually see other players, besides when you're in the hunting maps, like the forest and the wild spireways and stuff. There will be special events held here. There's events on cycles every few weeks. There's one of the, I think, 4 or 5 events that are basically, I guess, the in-world holidays, and all the NPCs dress up, and your handler changes her costume, and even the one that you saw with all the feathers that you may have noticed, that's not her normal look. This is where you manage your guilds, or your squad, I guess you could say. Look and animation. This is for the arena quests, which are basically really difficult challenges where your armor and weapon that you have on doesn't matter, because they're going to give you a different set once you jump in, between various, usually 5 weapons. And that's for challenges as well. They're very stressful. I don't enjoy them, but some people do. This is just the quest counter, basically, but she also gives you access to special sieges, which I don't have access to yet, but basically there's one particular monster that you can only choose to fight should you talk to this lady here. Her name is Kolv Taroth. She's a giant golden dragon where you have to fight her a few times with other people to get rewards, but that's a whole other thing. But if you ever want to find quests up here, that's who you talk to. Here's the provisions manager up here that sells you those power charms I was showing you. Here's your item box. Up here is tables where you can drink. Let's see. And do funny emotes, sleep, cheer, and then leave. And then of course there's an arm wrestling mini game where you just mash a button and see who does it. This gong, as cool as it looks, does not actually, there's no functionality to it, which is a shame. And that's it for Astera, but I am going to show you one more, or a couple more things. We're going to open up our map. Eventually, when you get about halfway through low rank, you're going to unlock the research base, which is basically a zeppelin. It's a boat that's being held up by balloons. It's a whole thing, but there's some functionality to this place too. Plus, it's just a quiet, peaceful area to just chill. And there's other people who have better videos, but I just thought I'd make it just because. Don't ever play a longsword. Just don't be a longsword player, please. Alright, so this is the third fleet, also known as the research base. There's a few places to go. On your left, and this was added much later in the game, so this is kind of like a big deal for me, but this is basically the blacksmith, but instead of an animation for blacksmithing, it's implying that all this stuff is already here that you can just buy. But it has all the functionality of the blacksmith at Astera, the forging equipment, etc. It's very nice. It used to not have this, and so there was even less reason to come here. Right here you'll find your palico, your cat, and your item box. If you go down here, this is the tail raiders I was talking about. These where you send like expeditions of 3 cats to go grab things for you while you go do different hunts, and they eventually come back with resources. I currently have a team out right now. You talk to this lady to send them out. Yeah, they got one more hunt. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to show you what happens because I'm going to call it back. Yes. And I'm going to send a new team out. And you want to go for max of those 3 colored paw prints if you can. As you can see, there's AI. There's like NPC random generated palicos. And then there's player palicos that I've come across while playing the game. We're going to go with this team. I can't go with that team. Okay. We're going to go with this team then. And we're just going to go... What do I want? Dodogama? Sure. Yeah, we're going to go send them on... this quest here. Comes a cute little animation. Alright, but that's where you go. Of course, you can also do that from the housekeeper, which I showed you in the first video, but there's no cutscene. Alright, then this guy, he's the store, he's the provisions guy. Here. He's got all the resources that the Gathering Hub Provisions Last has, and the big guy on the top of the mountain of stuff. Right here is your research base. Those 3 people that give you the bounties and the investigations that I showed you in the first video. He has the same functionality. Let's see. Over here is, I believe, nothing. Okay, hello. Never mind. There used to be the Melder, but the Melder moved to Astera. So, and then you come up here, and it's just a gorgeous little place. You'll meet actually this guy in Astera at first, and he helps you get here. But this is the 3rd Fleet Master. She's the leader of this place, and she's pinnacle to a number of story quests. But basically, the only thing that this place does not have is a canteen, but that's okay because you can eat food at the camp when you spawn into a hunt. And I think we're gonna go one more place at Astera. Workshop. I just want to show you guys a cool little place not a lot of people know about.